Me, oh, don't you want me?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Steve K right now.
Hey everybody, how you doing tonight?
All right.
Good to be here. I'm gonna attempt to do some comedy, you know? I usually go to these open mics where you got 30 comedians stepping all over each other, trying to be funnier than each other. And now I'm like in front of a real audience and I actually have to try to be funny. It's kind of challenging. But anyway, this is the 80s. Let's give it up. Skippy and all this good music and all of you and the staff, you know. I'm supposed to do clean comedy, you know, but I don't know if the kids can understand what I'm saying anyway, but I'll try to do my best. Back in the 80s, I was hanging out in a bar. Most of the people that I hung around with are no longer alive. The bar is now a car dealership, and it was called the Parkway Inn. I was going to college at the time, by the way, at the university, and a friend of mine, the name of the bar was called the Parkway Inn. He called it Parkway 101. And it was right down the street from this place called the Westbury Music Fair, which is now the North Fork Theater. And we had pictures like this, pictures of all the celebrities who was like, you know, would come in and have a drink afterwards. Anyway, I see we've got a lot of couples here, a lot of people who are just friends. I don't know. How many of you people think that, men and women could be friends? You think so? Platonic relationships? Yeah. You know, I guess so. You know, I suppose so. I think so, but I don't think a man and a woman, you know, can be best friends. You know, I think, you know, your husband and your wife are your best friend. You know, I was best friends with a woman for many years, and she was sleeping with everybody but me. And then every time, you know, including her ex-husband who was paying her, by the way. And every time we'd be on the phone, she'd, oh, I gotta go now. My ex-husband's calling me. I gotta make money, you know? And I was married too, by the way, with, you know, to a woman who was sleeping with everybody except me also. She said to me that I was more like a brother to her, you know? But, you know, talk about 80s, I was on the track team and I was on the swimming team, you know? After getting cut by the basketball team 3 times, I finally found sports that you don't have to, you know, make the cut. And I learned in track and swing to stay in your lane. You know, you don't focus on anybody else. You do, and that's the same thing. I don't care if you're unisexual. I don't care if you're trisexual. I don't care if you're what your sexuality. Just don't touch me, okay? You don't touch me. I don't touch you, okay? My name is Francis, but if you call me psycho, I'll kill you, okay? Any of you people get any funny ideas, and that's what's going to happen to you. I used to drive a taxi cab, okay? And I don't know what the problem was, but, you know, nothing personal. Anybody who's Spanish here? But some drunk Spanish guys like to sit in the front with me and get fresh with me. One of them wanted me to come into his house and give me a BJ. I hope that's politically appropriate. And the other one tried to grab my crotch. At least the white guy had the decency not to touch me, invite me into his house, and do blow with him. I have anger problems. I have anger management issues. I have to control myself in comedy because I tend to take things to the next level. I get very, very angry. You know, I sit home. I used to get high, and I would think about shit that I could do on stage and act it out. Okay, I act it out. Anybody ever seen John Belushi in Animal House?
Yes.
Right? Wormer, he's a dead man. Niedermeyer, dead. Who's coming with me? Ah! I was at an open mic and I just ran my head into the wall. I didn't know it was sheetrock, and I put a hole in the wall with my head. And then the owner to the bar, he was going to call the cops on me unless I gave him $250. And then he didn't believe me. He followed me to the ATM, and I had to give him the $250. And I figured I paid the $250 that I can keep coming back. So I started coming up with tomatoes and flowers and phone books and syrup and ketchup packages. I would wake up in the morning black and blue for throwing I did physical comedy. Eggs, flour, I would take an egg and crack it on my head and with a lighter and say, this is your brain on drugs. Anyway, I think I'm getting the light. But I just want to tell you that I like Vegas because there's no rules in Vegas. You can do whatever you want in Vegas. And, you know, you can even kill yourself in Vegas as long as you don't make a mess. And who's going to know if you made a mess? I want to thank you very much. I think that's my time. You're a great audience. Enjoy your meal. I know I'm going to enjoy my French fries. And I'm going to hand it back to Skippy Sprinkles. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was great. Let's give it up for Steve K right back there, making us all laugh a little bit, makes us all tickle. Right now, ladies and gentlemen,